Hi, and welcome back to the Valley today on this Tuesday morning, taking a live look at our nation's capital. Congress is fighting a Friday deadline to fund the Homeland Security Department. The money for it is mired in a fight over immigration policy. If there's not a deal by Friday, tens of thousands of workers, Border Patrol agents, and others could be forced to work without pay. Others would be sent home on furlough.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today, 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. We're starting our nonstop news and weather all the way to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. A Minnesota lawmaker says he'll push for a change in the Mall of America's policy not to allow guns inside the shopping center. Tony Cornish is the chair of the House Public Safety Committee. He says mall officials have interpreted Minnesota's conceal and carry law wrong, and he wants to challenge them on it. Now, Cornish's comments come in the wake of those al-Shabaab terror threats against the mall over the weekend. Security has been stepped up since then. Officials also gave reporters an inside look at the facility's security system yesterday. That includes K-9 teams on every floor, behind-the-scenes technology that they didn't show off, and undercover and uniformed officers. Officials at West Acres Mall in Fargo tell Valley News Live they're in contact with the FBI and Department of Homeland Security in the wake of the terrorist threats, but they're not doing anything different at this point. Just about to hit 6:51. Time for weather and traffic on the ones as we start off our Tuesday morning, and we did have a little weather to talk about this morning.
Cold front sagging south through the area. That is ushering in some colder air. Along with it, we're seeing a little bit of snow that made its way through the Fargo-Moorhead area a few hours ago and left some slick conditions behind. The bigger story, however, will be the return to more winter-like temperatures as we head through the day today. 7 right now in Roseau, 8 in Baudette, 12 in Thief River Falls, 25 here in Fargo. You factor in some strong north and northwest winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting at times as high as 35 miles per hour. Not only is that creating cold wind chills, but it is blowing that snow around as well. Wind chills as cold as 13 below in Roseau, minus 12 in Baudette, 7 in Detroit Lakes, 9 here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. I mentioned the snow, and we've got it. It continues to sag off towards the south, but the intensity of that snow decreasing as it does so. Could still see a few isolated flurries behind this as we head through the next few hours to put the bulk of the snow well off towards the south. And again, that leaving behind a coating of snow, and that's creating some slick conditions out there. That snow extends over into portions of Minnesota and the western Great Lakes across the country, the southwestern U.S. A little bit of rain and higher elevation snow and some sloppy weather once again in the southeastern U.S., northern portions of Georgia, Alabama, and into South Carolina, seeing some snow. Some of that also falling into North Carolina. For us, as we head through the day today, yeah, that front's going to continue to slide off towards the south, and colder air will continue to filter on in. We're going to see those temperatures dropping down into the single digits, below zero by this evening up in the north, single digits elsewhere. Overnight today, dropping down into the single digits above and below zero. An area of snow will be developing in our western and southern counties late tonight, early tomorrow. That may leave a coating of snow as well, creating some more slick conditions out there. And as we head through tomorrow afternoon, look for some partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe an isolated flurry, and some cold temperatures. That is a look at your weather. Now we're going to continue with weather and traffic on the ones with our very own Al Ahmed. Al, how are things looking out there?
Well, traffic seems to be moving along fairly well out here, Robert. I'm although a little congested on Interstate 29. That's where I am right now, headed north up to 12th Avenue North. By the way, there's a stalled car right near the tri-level, southbound Interstate 29, just before the ramp onto westbound Interstate 94. Flashers are on. It's still sitting there. Been there for the last couple of hours. Our travel conditions are much better than they were when we started visiting about 2 hours ago. Still a little bit of slush on the ramps and on the passing lane. Other than that, not too bad. Around town, pretty slippery this morning. Going to want to take it easy. No two ways about that. We'll visit with you again at 7:25 in North Fargo, Alamo. Valley Today traffic.
A family that moved from Africa to start a better life in North Dakota is in a crossfire fight with law enforcement and neighbors because of prayers. Some people in Lisbon say Pastor Jewel Nogby's wife is praying too loudly on city sidewalks. After 2 court dates and paying $150 in fines for unnecessary noise, Martha Nogby says her rights as an American have been violated.
The new United States is one nation under God.
I mean, we all need prayers, and great, she's out there praying for all of us, but it's the volume of her voice.
Lisbon's police chief says this isn't about race, religion, or freedom of speech. She says they've received numerous complaints about the noise from neighbors.
The chief also says if Nogby continues to pray loudly in the streets, She will continue to be fined.
Millions of taxpayer dollars could be paid to a Moorhead woman for a mistake North Dakota officials made more than 11 years ago. Back in 2003, state and federal prosecutors indicted Racing Services Inc. owner Susan Bala on charges of running an illegal gambling operation and not paying taxes.
Bala ended up spending 17 months in prison. The state of North Dakota also took all of the money from her business. But now the second highest court in the country has announced that North Dakota was wrong in its decision to close that business and send Bala to jail.
To make a long story short, the screw up was in the legislation that began this process, but it was multiplied by the prosecutors and the Attorney General's office, who really didn't, I don't think, looked at this thing properly and ultimately lost the cases, both cases.
Now, neither North Dakota Attorney General Wayne Stenjum nor then U.S. Attorney and current Lieutenant Governor Drew Wrigley were available for comment about this story yesterday.
The Clearwater County Sheriff's Department will be releasing more details this morning of a drive-by shooting. It happened yesterday afternoon near Bagley, Minnesota. No one was hurt. Be sure to watch for details on air and online at valleynewslive.com.
North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple is expected to sign a bill into law this morning that provides more than $1 billion to communities in the Bakken oil region. The so-called Surge bill will pay for infrastructure projects in the state's oil patch. The money will come from the Strategic Investment and Improvements Fund. Turns out to be a no-go for a bill that would have allowed dental hygienists in North Dakota to do some procedures that were usually done by doctors. Now, those in support of the bill claimed it would have expanded dental services to areas where there's a need, in particularly rural areas. But a majority of state senators thought this wasn't the bill to get that done. Only 6 voted in support of it. Well, we now know who will be running in Fargo's special election later this spring. Filings for the seats closed yesterday. It'll be a two-way race for mayor between current Mayor Tim Mahoney and challenger Brad Wimmer. 6
candidates filed for City Commission. Cole Carley, Mara Brust, Scott Wagner, Anthony Gehrig, John Strand, and Brad Schaefer. The special election is April 28th.
Fargo has no school later this week for their spring break, and of course it's the start of spring break season. A lot of schools will be taking some time off over the next few weeks.
Many parents are now wondering, what are they going to do with their kids? They need to do something when they're not in the classroom. The Valley Today's Christy Larson joins us live from one of the spring break hotspots in South Fargo. Good morning, Christy.
Yes, good morning, Lisa and Kyle. You guys could take them to the Yumcumps Museum. You could take them to the Children's Museum at Yunker Farms. You could take them even to one of those restaurants like Chuck E. Cheese that have all the games for kids, or Skateland. But we're live this morning from Sky Zone, and I'm with Kendall. And this, of course, is going to be one of the hot spots for spring breakers this week. A lot of kids get smiles on their faces when they're here.
Yeah, we hope so. This has been a great place for kids, been a great place for adults and families as well to just enjoy the time together and jumping.
And it really is all ages that enjoy this, whether they're out on the open trampolines or doing some slam dunks or playing dodgeball. And of course, the foam pits are always a hit.
Exactly. You know, we don't want to exclude anybody, adults especially. We want them to know that this is a place that they can jump with their kids. And, you know, like I like to tell dads and moms, you know, be the hero with your kids today and jump with them. Kids love that.
And you guys are extending your hours this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, they're going to be open at noon on Wednesday until 10 at night, and then 10 in the morning until 10 at night on both Thursday and Friday. And Kyle and Lisa, I did race Emily and Lexi earlier and beat them, might I add. I just had to toot my own horn there. So we're going to do a little flip into the foam pit, but we will have more spring break ideas up online on valleynewslive.com for you this week.
And like you said, Lisa, it's kind of a dual purpose thing when you go to a place like Sky Zone, because the kids have fun, they jump around for a while, and then when you get back home, they nap for a couple hours.
They are so tired, and that is the best part. Long naps. Christy Larson reporting live. She is competitive. Thank you, Christy.
Well, rescuers worked into the night. This is an amazing story of people helping out animals. They were freeing 19 manatees that got stuck in a storm drain in central Florida.
The manatees got trapped in the drainage culvert in Satellite Beach, south of Cape Canaveral. Officials speculate that the animals followed each other in search for fresher water.
It was a tough struggle, but again, they did get those manatees out safely. So definitely a good news story to end our morning here.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, 40% of women say they will ask a man for help with this, even though they'd rather not.
The answer, little help zipping up their dress. Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning every Monday through Friday at our Valley News Live Facebook page, where you, of course, invite you to join the conversation all day long.
You were checking. I'm zipped, but that's the thing right now that all dresses have these exposed zippers up the back, so you gotta
Kind of
do that wiggly
work your
thing.
way in there, yeah.
All right. Cold
Tough
air
being a
is
woman.
working its way on through the area today. As we go through the afternoon and evening hour, temperatures will continue to tumble down into the single digits up north. Teens in the south later today. Tonight, another area of light snow possible in our western and southern counties late tonight, early tomorrow. Cold tomorrow and Thursday. Slowly warming as we head through the end of the week and into the weekend.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather for you right here in 25 minutes.
Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Take care.